Hello everyone, my name is Alekhya, Assistant Professor in Cybersecurity Department. So today we are going to discuss about some phishing attacks in cybersecurity. So what are phishing attacks? So these are one type of attacks where it will affect on the sensitive data within the organization. So they'll try to drag the information through very small loops. So if there is any small vulnerability that is available within the website or in our organization, so they'll try to make some phishing attacks. So anyway, they'll try to focus on the vulnerabilities that were within the organization. So where the cyber attackers will do. So today we'll discuss about the phishing attacks in cyber security. So what are the contents today we are going to discuss about is, so first, what is phishing attacks? So and some spam emails, and what are the types within the spam emails. These are the topics today we are going to discuss. Phishing, so what is phishing, and spam emails, and what are the types within the spam emails. First one, what is phishing attacks? So when coming to the introduction for phishing attacks, so it is a type of email scam. So it will done through the internet where it will affect on the emails, where it will steal the identity. It mainly concentrate on the identity of the organization's employee or with the people within the organization. So where phishing attack is a type of email scam that steals your identity. And an email fraud technique in which the culprit sends out emails looking for legitimate in an effort to accumulate personal, financial information from recipients. So what they will do? So through this email fraud technique, so in phishing attacks, this is one technique, email fraud technique. So by using that, where the culprit, the attacker, he will send some emails. So some spam emails where it just look like the original email from the legitimate user. So it just look like the person who is sending from the just look like a original email. So where they'll try to drag the personal information, financial information from the recipients. So where the user, they can give the original data to the particular spam emails. So how it will done? Messages like they come from well-known and trustworthy sites, and the website where it is having some trustworthy like PayPal, eBay, MSN, Yahoo, Best Buy, American Online. So these are all the payment websites. See, these are all the payment websites. So where they'll try to track the information by using these type of websites. So these are all payment websites, right? So through that, they'll try to track the information like your name. So they'll try to track the information like name and what type of payment you are doing. What type of payment you are doing. And which type of service you are taking. Either it is an which type of services when coming, it is like if you want to, if you are going to buy any online things, or if you want to take some services through the online like that, and your account details. So if there is any payment account, like any payment website means where we have to compulsory give the account details. Account details it will take, and passwords to related to that. So all this information will be gained by the email fraud technique. So which is in the phishing attacks. So phishing attacks can be done like this. And also here the phishers, whereas the attackers who are doing the phishing attacks, they'll try to use a different social engineering and email spoofing to try to trick their victims. So they'll try to confuse, or they'll try to trust that is coming from a trustworthy organization or some trustworthy website. So through social engineering means it is like through Instagrams or WhatsApps. So and Facebook, like that, so many attacks might come through the social engineering, like some social websites. So it is also like where they can drag the information. So if you have given so many details within the websites like this, the information can be gathered very easily. And email spoofing can be done by the attackers to drag the information within the for the victims. And the act of sending an email to a user and falsely claiming to be an like established legitimate organization to scam the users into giving up private information to be used for identity theft. See here what they will do. They'll send some emails, some spoofed emails or some spam emails to the legitimate user, and they'll try to falsely claim to be an established legitimate organization, like to scam the user into giving up some private information. So for example, they'll send some email like they have their system or their website has been hacked or their system has been infected, and they'll try to gather the information like you have to pay certain amount to rectify or repair those errors. So like that they'll try to claim. So where here the what the user will do, he will give some details or he will pay for that money. So in the process itself, the identity theft will be done. Within the process, where he will give the information, he will give his name, his like his another person's or his phone number details, his credit card details, like that. He will give so many information within the payment. So at that time, the identity theft will be done. And here the email steers the user to visit a website where they have asked to update their personal information, like their passports or their information about the credit cards or bank account details, like that. So here the email is like deviating the user, like they have already given the information and they have to update that particular information, like that they will give some website or some emails that will have the details. So where they'll like the user think that they are updating their personal information, but actually what is happening here, the attacker is collecting the complete details of the user. He'll try to drag the information like that. What they will do, he will collect the personal information like their names, what are the phone numbers, email addresses, like that. Everything they will gather, and the passwords they can gather, and the information about the credit cards, some financial details, credit cards, bank account details, and that passwords, like that. So much information can be gathered by using phishing attacks. So it is one of the dangerous attacks for the organizations where they can lead the organization to depth, like by collecting the details like the account details or the employee details or the company service details, like that. So it is one of the dangerous attack. And next one, so here see we are having some general like geographical origins. So what is the rank and percentage of spam value? So in India, 13.9% of attacks happened, and in Russia 9.0, and in Vietnam 7.9, South Korea 6, Finland 6, China 4.7, Brazil 4.5, United States 3.2. So this is the percentage of spam volume that was happened within the through emails attacked by the fishers, who are nothing but fishers, like the attackers who are doing phishing attacks. So these are the ranks, top 8 ranks where they have given for the person based on the percentage of spam volume. And next one, spam emails. So what are spam emails? They're also known as junk emails. So junk emails are nothing but, so without any subscription or without any giving our details, the emails will come from different origins. So it may be for it may be like it may be through emails or it may be through any websites or any accounts without our intent, without any intention we have gone through like that. If we have gone through any of these, so the junk emails might happen. So it will come, so they will come daily or within a period of time. So some junk emails, they'll come daily. Here the user will receive the junk emails either daily or within a span of time. And identical messages are sent to numerous recipients. So one identical message, so which is having some spam or any any virus or any URL that is having some worms within that. So if they have clicked on the link, some worms will be downloaded within the system and the system will collapse. So like that, some identical message will be there and it will be sent to numerous recipients. So many recipients, so many users, they'll receive that particular identical user. And popular medium for phishers to scam users to enter personal information on fake websites. So where here what they will do, just like the original website, they'll create one website just like the original website, and they'll try to update or they'll try to give the user instructions that they have to update their details or they have to fill the complete details to enter into that particular account. Like that. And next one, a person who creates electronic spam is also called a spammer. So who is a spammer? A person who creates an electronic spam. So fisher, spammer, these are the some names of the attackers. So based on their activity they are doing on the cyber attacks. And what are the types of spam emails we are having? So first one, unsolidated bulk emails, and second one, unsolidated commercial emails. So in depth we'll go in this. First one, unsolicited bulk emails. So what they will do, it is one of the email that is unwanted or not requested by the recipient and sent in large quantities, like in bulk. So it was not subscribed by the user, or it was not wanted by the user. It has not gone through any websites, but it has been so many receipts has been sent to the email in large quantities. So at a time 10 or 100 or 1000 like that, if it has came. So it is one of the unsolidated bulk email, one of the spam messages. And next one, unsolicited commercial emails, UCE and UBE. So these are some spam messages and unsolicited commercial emails. So this essentially refers to junk mails or spam. So it will not in bulk, but it is one of the junk mails or spams. Various groups and senders, they'll send UCEs. So however, advertising firms, vendors are the biggest culprits. So it might having some malicious content or the worms or any viruses that were attached to the links within the particular spam message. So one time click on that, our system will collapse. So it will be in bulk. UBE, it will be in bulk. Unsolicited bulk emails, they will be in bulk. Huge amount of messages will come at a time where it will block the account, or it will slow down the account. And whereas unsolicited commercial emails, it is very dangerous than bulk emails, where it will refers to some junk mails, like it will one of the spam messages where it will have some either viruses or so much of malicious content, like C virus, H virus, like that. So many viruses might will be there within the spam messages. So this is the difference between unsolicited bulk emails and unsolicited commercial emails. Next one, what are the tactics used by the phisher? So tactics are nothing but at the end they have to be, at the end there is there is any phishing attack that has to be activated or executed. So tactics used by the phisher. So what the tactics? First one, names of legitimate organizations. So they'll collect the names of legitimate organizations from a real employee, and URLs that look right, and urgent messages. So they'll make the situation very crucial, where they have to pay some amount or where they have to give the information about themselves. So these are some tactics used by the phisher. So what is the names of the legitimate users? So the original names of the organizations they will collect. So much of information will be there. So all that information they will collect. And next one, from a real employee. So within the organization, if there is any employee, so like that, it is nothing but insider attack, where we have discussed within the last classes, from a real employee. So real employee is nothing but the employee within the organization. So from that particular employee, they'll collect the information, and URLs that look right. So they'll try to make some URLs that exactly look like a original URL. Where is some only some difference will be there, like dot, slash, some I like that. Some difference will be there, but exactly they look like right. And urgent messages. So these are some tactics they're used by the phisher in phishing attacks. And what are the phrases used to entice the user? So what are the phrases they will use? So first one, verify your account. We have won the lottery. If you don't respond within 48 hours, your account will be closed. Like that, they'll try to use some phrases. So in spoofing emails, like in spam emails, what they will do? Spam emails, they'll send the information like with some red line or some red box, like that. Verify your account. Or you have one like any account, some info, like some email, like, so you have won the lottery, like that. And some dangerous messages, like if you don't respond within 48 hours, your account will be closed. Like that, they are like blackmailing. Like that, so many phrases they'll use to to get some fear within the user. And next one, hoax emails. So these deliberate attempt to deceive or trick a user into believing or accepting that something is real. So it is nothing but making something which is very real. And hoax emails, they may or may not be spam emails. They may or may not be spam emails, but they look exactly like the original one. So these are nothing but hoax emails. And what are the methods of phishing? So we are having some methods. See here, dragnet. So use of spam emails, they'll use the method dragnet. They'll drag the information. And next one, rod and reel. So what is it? identifying specific prospective victims in advance. So before itself, they'll try to like identify the specific victims and convey false information to them to prompt the disclosure of personal and financial data. At first, what they will do, they'll identify the particular victims. At first itself, they'll try to collect some information about the victims and they convey false information to them. So false information to them, like you have not given the correct information, you have to fill the details again and again. Like that, they'll try to make user that believe that they have given the false information. Like that, they'll try to track the information of personal and financial data. So these are nothing but rod and reel method in phishing attacks. And next one, lobster port. So lobster port method, in this they'll focus upon the spoofed websites. They'll try to focus upon use of spoofed websites. Like they'll try to create another website exactly like the original one and they'll try to take the information over there. So this is nothing but lobster port method. And next one, Gillnet. So in Gillnet, they rely far less on social engineering techniques and phishers, they'll try to introduce malicious code into emails and websites. So through the social engineering techniques and phishers, they'll try to introduce so much of malicious code into the emails and websites. These are some methods of phishing. And next one, phishing techniques. So what are the techniques they are using? URL manipulation. So web link manipulation. They'll try to manipulate the web link. And filter evasion. Filter evasion is nothing but they'll filter the users who are having much information and who can give the much information. And website forgery. So it is nothing but like creating the same website. And flash phishing. Flash phishing is nothing but, so some person who is like an original person, he will try to communicate with the user. Like so if some user let us think that he is one attacker, attacker is trying to communicate with some user. Here the user think that he is the person known to him. Like that he will think and he will communicate with that person. Like he will give some personal information, where they are going, where they are coming. So what are their habits? Like that he is giving some information to the attacker without knowing that he is an attacker. So it is nothing but flash phishing. And social phishing. It is like phishing through Instagrams, Facebooks, WhatsApp and LinkedIn like that. So phishing through social engineering. So they will create so many number of social accounts and they'll try to communicate with the other person to track the information or trying to send some malicious content to that particular account. So it is nothing but social phishing. It is next one, phone phishing. So it is same like a social phishing, but it is through the phone, through the mobile phone, like that. And here the phishers, they usually send millions of emails, pop-up windows, etc. that will appear to be looking very official and legitimate. So looking like an exactly original one. So here the user, what the phishers will do, they'll send so many millions of email messages for the legitimate users, as they think that it is coming from the original user. And next one, phishing toolkits and spy phishings. So a phishing toolkit, it is a set of scripts or programs. So what it will have, it is having some scripts and programs that is used for phishing and quite expensive. So they are quite very expensive. And phishers, they use PHP, hypertext preprocessor, they'll use to develop the phishing kits. And next one, most of the phishing kits, they are advertised and distributed at no charge. Usually these free phishing kits also called DIE, do it yourself phishing kits. So these phishing kits, it is having the all information, all the scripts and programs that were already developed within that particular phishing kits, where anyone can take the anyone can make the attacks. So these are some phishing toolkits and spy phishings. And these are the some keywords. So first one, phishing, emails and toolkit. So what is phishing? So phishing is nothing but identity theft that was done by dragging the information through different types of techniques and methods. So through social media or through email spoofing, like that the phishing attacks might happen. So email spoofing are nothing but sending some spam emails. So exactly like the original email coming from the legitimate user. Exactly the original email. And what is a toolkit? So toolkit is having set of all programs or scripts that were already developed by the some attacker, and anyone can used by that. So anyone can do attacks on the any website or any account. So these are the keywords. So today what we have discussed. So what is a phishing attack? So it is mainly for stealing the identity through email scam. So it is having some techniques like where they can so through the payment websites also the information can be taken. Through social engineering, the identity theft might happen, and through the websites where it is used to make the user update their personal information and the passwords, information like credit cards, bank account details. Through that also the information can be dragged. So this is the geographical origins. And these are some spam emails. So spam emails are nothing but junk emails. So much of content which is having malicious content will be sent to the user. And what are the types of spam emails? Unsolicited bulk emails and unsolicited commercial emails. UBE and UCE. And what are the differences among them? And tactics used by the phisher. And phrases used to entice the user, and hoax emails. What are hoax emails? They are like they'll try to trick the user into believing, accepting that is something very unreal. So methods of phishing. What are the methods? Dragnet, rod and reel, lobster pot, gillnet. These are some methods. And what are the phishing techniques? URL manipulation, filter evasion, website forgery, flash phishing, social phishing, phone phishing. So these are all phishing techniques. So these are the keywords: phishing, phishing, email spoofing, toolkit. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.